Let's face it, if you're watching this video, it means something deep within you is stirring. You're dissatisfied with where you are financially. You know you're capable of more. You want more control, more freedom, and most importantly, you want to stop living paycheck to paycheck. But here's the truth. Wanting is not enough. Hope doesn't pay the bills. Dreams don't eliminate debt. You need action. You need a plan, determination, and a mindset that refuses to settle for mediocrity. The harsh reality is this: most people will stay exactly where they are financially. Why? Because they are afraid to confront their financial situation head-on. They lie to themselves, convincing themselves that it'll get better someday, but someday never comes. It's time to wake up. Your financial situation won't change unless you change it. So ask yourself, are you truly ready to turn things around? Changing your financial situation isn't easy. It requires facing your fears, breaking habits, and making sacrifices. But let me tell you something, it is possible. No matter how deep your debt is, no matter how low your income is, no matter how far behind you feel, you can change your financial destiny. But it starts with you. Today, I'm going to take you through a transformative process, and by the end of this, you will have the tools to rewrite your financial story. The first step to changing your financial situation is brutally simple, yet profoundly difficult for most people. You need to know where you stand. I mean, really know it. Not the vague sense of, I think I owe this much, or I believe I have enough in my savings. No, I'm talking about complete and utter financial awareness. Let's be clear, you can't change what you don't understand. You can't climb out of a hole if you don't know how deep it is. That's why your first mission is to gather every single piece of your financial puzzle. Get brutally honest with yourself about your income, your debts, your expenses, your savings, and your investments. Write it down, categorize it, and face it. It may hurt. You might feel ashamed, scared, or even hopeless when you see the numbers. But guess what? That pain is necessary. That's the wake-up call you need to start making real changes. Start with your income. How much money are you really bringing in each month? I'm not talking about your salary before taxes. I'm talking about net income, the actual money you have after taxes, deductions, and all that. Once you know that number, move on to your expenses. How much money is leaving your account every month? Be specific. Don't guess. Don't round it off. Know it down to the cent. Next is debt. This is where a lot of people flinch and want to look away. But listen to me, you can't hide from your debt. Ignoring it won't make it disappear. Face it. How much do you owe in total? What's the interest rate on each loan or credit card balance? When are the payments due? Knowing these details gives you control. Now look at your savings. If your savings are non-existent or embarrassingly low, don't despair. A lot of people are in the same boat. But here's the difference. You're not going to stay there. This is just a snapshot of where you are, not a reflection of your future. Finally, assess any investments you have. Maybe you don't have any yet. That's okay. Or maybe you have a retirement account that you haven't thought about in years. Get acquainted with it. You need to know every single detail about your financial picture. The clearer the picture, the clearer your path to freedom will be. Here's the bottom line. Knowledge is power. Once you know exactly where you stand financially, you can make informed decisions. You're no longer flying blind. You're in control, and that's the first crucial step toward changing your financial future. Now that you know where you stand, it's time to craft the most critical tool in your financial journey, a budget. But let's get one thing straight right now. A budget isn't about restriction. A budget is about freedom. It's about telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. It's about taking control over every dollar that comes into your life and making sure it works for you, not against you. If you think budgeting is boring or unnecessary, let me ask you this. How's that working out for you so far? The truth is, most people who resist budgeting are the very ones who need it the most. You can't change your financial situation if you don't have a roadmap. And that roadmap is your budget. Start by categorizing your expenses. There are your fixed expenses. Things like rent, mortgage payments, car loans, and utility bills. These are non-negotiable. Then there are your variable expenses, groceries, transportation, entertainment, dining out. These can fluctuate month to month, and here's where the magic happens. When you're trying to change your financial situation, your variable expenses are where you can start making significant adjustments. Here's where you get aggressive. Cut ruthlessly. Stop spending money on things you don't need. Yes, I said it. You don't need that daily Starbucks. You don't need to eat out every weekend. You don't need a new outfit for every event. Those things are luxuries, not necessities. And if you're serious about changing your financial situation, you'll have to make some sacrifices. It's not forever, but it's for now. Next, make sure you're allocating a portion of your income towards savings every single month. I don't care if it's $10 or $100, the habit is what counts. Build that savings muscle. It might seem insignificant at first, but trust me, it adds up. The habit of saving is one of the most powerful habits you can develop. And finally, allocate money toward your debt. You need a plan to start eliminating it, one step at a time. Focus on the high-interest debt first, the one that's eating away at your money the fastest. Pay more than the minimum whenever possible. Chip away at it and watch the balance start to disappear. Sticking to a budget requires discipline. There will be times when you're tempted to break it, but remember why you're doing this. You're not sacrificing to suffer, you're sacrificing to succeed. Every dollar you save, every debt you eliminate brings you closer to financial freedom. Stay the course. Cutting expenses is only half the battle. The real power comes when you increase your income. If you're serious about changing your financial situation, you can't just focus on shrinking your spending. You also need to grow your earning potential. Let's be clear, your income is your greatest wealth-building tool. The average person settles for a single stream of income, usually their salary from a 9-to-5 job. But if you want to break free from financial mediocrity, you need to think bigger. You need multiple streams of income. Why? Because relying on just one paycheck puts you at risk. If that paycheck disappears, so does your financial stability. But with multiple income streams, you create a financial safety net. Start by looking at your current job. Is there an opportunity to advance or get a raise? Have you been complacent in your role, or are you pushing yourself to achieve more? If you haven't asked for a raise in years, it's time to step up. Don't wait for opportunities to come to you, create them. Improve your skills, take on additional responsibilities, and become invaluable to your employer. Negotiate that raise with confidence. You deserve to be compensated for the value you bring. But don't stop there. The most successful people don't rely on a single paycheck. They diversify. Consider starting a side hustle. Maybe you're good at graphic design, writing, coding, or consulting. Turn those skills into extra cash. In today's gig economy, there are endless opportunities to make money outside of your regular job. Whether it's freelancing, teaching online courses, selling products, or offering a service, you can start making more money right now. Another powerful way to increase your income is through investing. You don't need to be a Wall Street genius to start investing. You just need to get started. Whether it's the stock market, real estate, or a business venture, investing allows your money to work for you. The earlier you start, the more powerful compound interest becomes. Even if you're starting small, start now. Every dollar invested today is a step toward financial freedom tomorrow. And here's the truth. The harder you work to increase your income, the faster you'll change your financial situation. This isn't about waiting for life to give you a break. It's about creating opportunities for yourself, pushing beyond your limits, and refusing to settle for less. Here's where most people go wrong. They focus on short-term fixes rather than long-term wealth. They want instant results. They want to be debt-free tomorrow. But listen carefully. True wealth is built over time. You need patience, persistence, and a long-term vision. One of the biggest mistakes people make is underestimating the power of small, consistent actions. It's not about hitting it big with one stock or winning the lottery. It's about making smart decisions day in and day out. It's about saving consistently, investing regularly, and being disciplined with your spending habits. Your goal should be to build sustainable wealth. What does that mean? It means creating a financial system that allows you to live comfortably without constantly stressing about money. It means having enough passive income from investments and side ventures that you're no longer dependent on a single paycheck. It means achieving the freedom to live life on your terms. To build long-term wealth, you need a strategy. You need to be intentional about where your money goes and how you grow it. It's not about chasing the latest get-rich-quick scheme or falling for flashy trends. It's about making sound financial decisions that will pay off in the future. Think about it this way. Every financial decision you make today affects your future self. Are you setting your future self up for success, or are you burdening them with more problems? Wealth building is a long game, and the sooner you adopt this mindset, the sooner you'll start seeing results. Let me be crystal clear. There's no magic bullet for changing your financial situation. There's no secret formula that's going to turn your life around overnight. But what I've given you today are the foundational steps that anyone, yes, even you, can take to transform their finances. Here's the truth. You have the power to change your financial destiny. But it's not going to happen without effort. It's not going to happen if you keep doing what you've always done. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So stop the insanity. Take responsibility. Take action. You know where you stand financially now. You know how to create a budget and stick to it. You understand the importance of increasing your income and building wealth for the long term. So what are you waiting for? The time for change is now, not tomorrow, not next week. Now. You have two choices. Keep living in financial mediocrity, or step up, take control, and start building the life of financial freedom you deserve. Choose wisely.